Happy Monday. Oh, hi, Mildred. Can't wait till next Wednesday so we can do a live stream, the celebratory live stream. Can't wait till that's done because I won't have to do it. Won't have to worry about doing it again. We'll see if people actually come. Oh, hi, Nick. I'm okay. My weekend was okay. Tired, but that's life. Weird. But, okay. Um, so this Wednesday is a surprise me live stream, and next Wednesday is a celebratory live stream. Um, Curious to see how the celebratory live stream goes, because I don't think there's any other way I would like it to go. Because the people who voted, I don't think. Let's be honest, I doubt the people who voted are going to show up for the one they picked. It almost makes me not want to put options. But yeah. Um, Also, I have a poll right now up about for deciding what article to pick because I like asking the people who actually watch my content which article they want. There's three options. No one has voted yet. Someone liked it, which I don't understand why that was done, but no one actually voted. Um, Curious to see what I'm very curious to see what Wednesday's live stream is. What topic's going to be done there. Nick has been giving some good ones, and Mildred has given me one good one because she has only given me a top one topic. Nick only topic Nick gave me that was not as good was the one about that affected children. That one made me upset. It wasn't his fault though. He didn't know. Honestly, there was no way for him to know that. Um, but yeah, curious to see who shows up, and I hope whoever shows up actually asks me questions and doesn't play around because I don't like when people pick a topic and then the topic is not even done. That's gonna make me aggravated. But yeah, hopefully we don't get any trolls today, Nick. I hope it's not, cause I don't. I feel like you already have to deal with enough when you have to work and then you have to come on this channel and have to deal with people that can't control themselves for some reason, and I don't think it's fair. Um, Unfortunately, I have to deal with it, but that's kind of obviously, unfortunately, that goes with the territory of being a YouTuber. You have to deal with things you don't want to deal with, and people that say some evil things about you that you didn't ask for. Oh, and Nick, I know I told you on coffee that like some stuff, whatever, but I want to say I appreciate you for being there, like for me through that, like because I know it can be a lot to handle my emotions at times. Like some of the stuff I have to deal with is just absolutely insane, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't expect when people vote for things, I don't expect them to show up because most of them don't show up. Let's be honest. Some of them do, most of them don't. So yeah, I wish the poem topic was chosen, but that didn't happen. And I know for sure one of the people who chose the question and answer is not showing up because I blocked her from this channel, and I'm not sorry for doing that because she was serving my peace, and um, I'm not dealing with that. From now on, I'm gonna protect my peace because it's as important as everyone else's. Um, and that's fair for me. Like people are all like, "Wow, you're being unfair." That's not really unfair. It's being fair to myself because I normally am unfair to myself by putting people that don't deserve to be above me. Especially just today, a person who keeps disrespecting me, I put them above me, which is not actually not fair at all to me and other people. And honestly, it's not just in that regard. It wasn't just disrupting my peace; it disrupts the channel's peace in general. People on the channel. Because if I came on a channel and I feel like someone is badgering someone, I wouldn't want to deal with that. Oh, and I'm sorry that your week is stressful, Nick. I saw that. I just didn't say anything. Hopefully it gets better. Um, thinking. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure. I was trying to see when Only Murders in the Building is coming back. I don't know when it's coming back. I thought it was August, but it didn't look like, based on the schedule for August for Hulu, it's not coming back in August based on that schedule I just saw yesterday. It's not coming back in August. I'm kind of bummed about, but hopefully it means it's coming back in September or October. Well, I guess we'll have to see and wait for that show. I really like that show a lot. But I think everyone, like, this is just a word of advice, but I can't speak for other people and I can't make them do what they don't want to do, or do what they decide to do. I think a good thing to do for yourself is to make sure even if you don't like putting yourself first, I think in certain opportunities, in certain situations, I think it's best to put your peace and your state of mind before someone else's, because also it tells me who actually is a friend and who is not, and it tells me that person wasn't a friend, even if they claim to be my friend, which I don't think they ever were. Because no friend tries to manipulate, become entitled, all the stuff, breaking boundaries multiple times when boundaries were set. Um, Also, yeah, I don't. It has nothing to do with being autistic because I'm autistic. That has nothing to do with that. It has to do with that's not even why she got kicked off. It was because the behavior was not. It was making me overwhelmed and making me almost go into a state where I would have probably a mental breakdown. I don't want to have a mental breakdown because I've already dealt with that off and on my whole life. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm gonna respect myself more than put my peace first for once, and which I have a right to do. And I think most of the time people put other people's peace first, which is not fair. That's not actually fair. Like even when I tell my sister, she was telling me something. Actually, she was telling me and my other sister something, and I was telling her, if this is causing you problems, you don't even need to deal. You don't even need to deal with that person, like because they're not respecting you enough to actually understand that what they're doing is causing you damage, even if it's not even physical damage. It's emotional and mental damage are just as important. I mean, just as painful as physical damage. Like that's the same. Like those are similar. They're not that they go off on one another. And I also think oftentimes this is why I think, but I could be wrong, honestly. I think oftentimes people expect, oh, you because you're a particular person, you have to have everything together, and you can't be ever talk about like something that's painful or that hurts because it doesn't look good to society. Honestly, one thing I am tired and sick of, that's one thing I don't like about social media, is that everyone seems to pretend to put on this mask of being perfect and like everything is put together and it's actually not really, that's more of a facade. Honestly, it's not attractive to me at all. Like that's like, it's the one thing I don't like about Facebook or Instagram or all the other social media things. Like everything seems curated to a particular narrative. I'm not saying you can't have a happy life. I'm just saying not every like the pictures and stuff you show. It's you're not always happy all the time. It's just not a thing. It's like I know people have because people don't show like when they're bad. Typically, don't show their bad moments. I don't know why that is like a problem to do, but it seems like it is. But the thing I've learned, well, have learned or am learning about myself is that I need to be more selfish when it comes to myself and stop putting everybody's needs before my own as if I don't matter. Because I've noticed throughout my life, different instances, whatever, that I put a lot of people's stuff before mine, which is unfair to myself when I look back on it. And I matter just as much as other people matter. One thing I've noticed, and this is one thing and I won't go back on what I say. The people who come in and out of your life, plus the people who just, they talk to you if you talk to them. And I mean, like, you're always messaging them. You're always the first person to do things. I've started in my life personally, and I'm not sorry about it at all. Because my whole life, I was always the one. I've always been the one who has to reach out continuously and continuously and continuously. And recently, more likely in May, I've started like, yeah, if I'm not gonna keep reaching out to you. Like, that's just not happening anymore. I never put myself first, and I'm now putting myself first in every single situation. Friends, whoever they are, I don't care who you are, honestly. Um, I think that's fair. Like, you shouldn't have to be the one who continuously, like, as if it's supposed to be a friendships that want you to keep putting yourself in a back seat are typically one sided friendship, and I don't need any kind of one sided friendship or relationship or anything, and I won't deal with that. Like most people in my life have been one sided people. Like, and I'm tired of dealing with it. Like, I don't even care. Like I said to my sisters, I said, if I don't ever hear from my ex again, that's not my fault, my problem, or my fault. Because I'm not gonna keep messaging someone and I know you got it and you're just gonna keep me on red. That's fine. You can do that, but I won't. I'm done with people. It's not even just him. There's other people that just, oh, I'm posting mess. I'm not supposed to do anything. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to be friends with you. Like, that's just a thing. I think people get so consumed. Like, anybody, let's be honest. Like, if you guys were my friends and if I was always messaging you and I stopped, that'd be your own fault. Like, because I'm continuously messaging you. I'm not doing any more one-sided friendships, any one more one-sided relationships. I'm not doing that anymore. Like, if I message you and you don't want to respond, that's fine because I don't have to message you anymore. That's what I'll start doing. Actually, that's what I am doing now, and I'm not sorry about doing that. I don't care anymore. Online friendships, real in-person friendship. I message you, don't want to respond. That's your choice. Like, I know for Nick, when I message him, he doesn't always see it. He even apologizes. Like, there's other people on here that think it's okay. Just keep. I message you, just don't respond. That's fine. You can do that because her patience will run out after a point. Because that's the one thing about me. My patience after a point is it runs out. The people that just come in and out of my life, like, I'm supposed to freaking drop everything I'm doing because, oh, you decided to come back. Okay, I can do whatever, the same way you can do whatever you want. And I'm not saying you have to be at my beck and call. I ain't saying that. I'm talking about people that go for months and months and months and not talking to you and then come back at random and expect you to be there. Yeah, I've done that for people and I'm done. If I've done it for more than once, I'm not doing it anymore. There are people I've done that for numerous times, and they keep expecting me to keep doing it. Yeah, I'm done with that. Like, I deserve better than that. I know one day I'll have friendships like that. Like, my best friend is not like that, but at the same time, she's also in a different stage. I give her a little bit more grace because we've been through a lot of stuff. She's one of the friends I actually didn't think I'd have to this day still, because she's been through different continents and still contacted me and my sister. That tells me what a real friend is. A real friend is when you're in pain and stuff, they're there. Most people are not real friends. There are people on here that I thought were friends, but they're not really friends, and that's fine. There are people on my Facebook and other places in my whole life, throughout my life, that I thought they were friends. They're not friends. They're just people I know. That's how that works. I'm no longer like for them, but if you want to be my friend, that's your choice. If you don't, like, you message me, like, say I messaged you like 5 months ago and then you wait like till like now to reach out, that's your business, but I don't have to be there. I'm no longer accepting mediocrity because you think it's okay to, like, I'm no longer expecting mediocrity when people say they're busy. Yeah, but I just because I'm not working, it doesn't mean I'm not busy because I am busy. Even when I was working, I was busy doing multiple things, job, freelancing, other stuff, and I still reach out to people. Like, honestly, it wasn't no stream that caused me to block her. It had nothing to do with streaming. It had to do with had to do with the comments she would leave. Nick knows what I'm talking about. The comments she would leave, the way she was in her entitlement, that was ridiculous. And then the way her comments were just overwhelming. Like it was too much. Like she also said something about my therapist, which that was the line that crossed. She crossed that line. And that's why I'm not sorry for her that either. She shouldn't have crossed that line because she doesn't know that, well, which is why you shouldn't cross the line. First off, my therapist is one of the reasons I am alive right now, and I already told Nick this. That's the reason I blocked immediately when I saw that comment. It made me so angry. I was like, I messaged Nick because Nick is awesome, by the way. He just knows I know him. I just tell him. I'll tell him. He's an awesome guy. When I messaged him, I was like, I can't respond because I'm really, really angry, and I know when I respond when I'm angry, it's not going to go well because I'm a type 2. When I'm angry and I respond, it's not going to be a nice thing. And I'm trying to not do that because Nick is just Nick just, he needs like a gold star or something. I don't know what else to say, but he's like one of those those stars that you like give when you like the person like a good person. I don't know, but I'm thinking of like when you're in school and whatever, like elementary school. I can't think of a thing what other would it would work. But my point is, he's awesome. Like he was handling things for me when I could not. He was handling. He was even did something else when I was out of my way because she was trying to. She was doing something. I can't remember what the frick it was. Oh yes, she was trying to get like some kind of freaking. Oh yes, she wanted me to see. The other thing that pissed me off is she thought, oh, Mariah's supposed to give her a whole schedule to tell her when things are, when I literally put in a post all the stuff that is happening. Like, I don't got time for that bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. I'm autistic myself. It has nothing to do with being autistic. It has to do with I wrote the darn thing out as detailed as possible. That is not the, like, I don't see what the problem is. Like, and I probably get the narrative. Mariah's an angry bitch is probably what the people be saying when they come on this channel. Mariah's an angry bitch. I'm not really angry. It's just when someone continuously takes advantage of me, I get tired and get angry after a point. Like I don't understand. Like she made it seem like I was made to cater towards her, and I don't like that kind of behavior. I don't like that at all. It's absolutely insane to me. Absolutely insane. And it has, like I said, it had nothing to do with my life. It had to do with the behavior she was showing, and I did not like that. I hope to God never have and deal with another person like that because I will block them immediately. Not dealing with that again. Um, like, yeah, she didn't read your messages, and I was just over it. I'm like, and I shouldn't have to have someone else speak for me. But when you're not listening to me, when I literally explain something very decent, really, it's fine, baby, it's fine. Trying not to get mad at her. I just don't like when people, because I can be very kind. I feel like she was taking advantage of that mess, and I don't appreciate. And I tried to, and the reason why I tried to give, the only reason, this is literally the only reason I gave her as many chances that I gave her, is because I knew this was her outlet. That's literally, I was telling my sisters and my mom and I told my family, I said, the only reason I gave this girl so many chances is because I knew this was her outlet. And I couldn't, the reason why I took, the only reason I blocked her is because she was messing with my mind, my mental state. And I don't want, that's the reason why I blocked her, because she was starting to get me, like, to a point where I was about to have a mental breakdown because of all the stuff she was doing. It's just too much. And to me, if someone gets me to that, I've had situations where I've almost had a mental crisis when I was working. I almost had one. So that's why I knew I had to leave that job. And I don't want anyone on my channel causing me to almost have a mental crisis just because they did they're entitled to anything. Like, yes, I care about you, but I also feel like it's supposed to go both ways. You're supposed to care about me, not just care about you, like as if you're just the only person that's dealing with anything. Like, come on. Like, I tried. Like, I know Nick knows I tried hard because it's on the literal only reason I tried is because I knew this was her outlet, and I knew she was saying like this is her outlet. This she's happy she could have this place to speak. I had to draw a line, man. Like that was a. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry because I put myself first and I had the right to do that. What am I apologizing for? I tend to apologize for something that's not even my fault. That's no. But like I said, I think people need to respect people's boundaries. Certain people don't understand that concept, and I don't really know how you learn it. I'm not sure how you learn that concept or not, but it needs to be learned. Um, I don't know. And from now on, one thing I've decided I think I'll do instead, whenever I change my Saturday streams, I think I'll change them to Fridays because I like them better than Sundays because then I'll have something back to back to back if I ever have to change another live stream. My Saturday ones. See, I need to stop giving people chances like that because some people don't deserve them. Like, she didn't deserve all those chances, and Warren didn't deserve all those chances. I think me and you, Nick and me, are too nice, and I don't. I wish we weren't this nice. I understand why I am this way. The only reason I'm probably this way, particularly on here, is because I try to give people the benefit of the doubt because I know their life may not be easy in real life. So I try to give them a space with it. I was trying to give her a safe space. That's what I was. That was only my goal, but it backfired real bad in my. The entitlement was the main. That was the first thing that she just. See, the entitlement was already bad, and then she had to add this other crap. I think if she hadn't done all the other stuff, I think it probably. I'm not saying the entitlement isn't bad at all, but I'm saying the other stuff, the breaking boundaries, like walking over my boundaries as if they don't exist. I need to see. I wish this is the time I need a team. Like I need a team. Like, oh, Mariah doesn't want to deal with that. Immediately delete. That's what that means. That means Mariah don't have to read it. You can just delete. I wish that's what how it worked, but that's not how it works on this Stern thing, unfortunately. Um, I need to stop. I don't know how. I don't really know how to make myself meaner, but I don't want to do that. I like being who I am, but at the same time, I don't. I feel like people assume. Actually, no, I don't feel like I know people assume this crap. That I am a nice person. I am to a point, but when you like there are certain people that cross the line. So lucky I couldn't get to them. That was their fault, though. See, I don't do well with. There's certain things I really don't do well with, and I'm not gonna say them because there may be some people who are trolls watching, so I don't trust that. Because if I say them, they'll be like, "Oh, you're gonna try to touch the nerve," and that's not a good thing for that person. But there's certain things I don't deal with very well, and I know for me, I'm learning, teaching myself. It's hard because naturally I am a person who I'm naturally a person who I don't really when I'm pissed or mad, whatever. I don't think about anything besides whatever can hurt you. I don't care. And I mean, any word that I think of, it can be a weapon. And that's literally why I said, Nick, I need you to answer this for me because I can't. Because I was getting mad. And when I get mad, I cannot control. It's like my brain will not. And I don't know if it's an autistic thing or just a Mariah thing, whatever. Or one of my other ones, one of my other disabilities causing it. But when I'm angry, I can't. Like, it's almost like I can't. I know I'm not supposed to say certain things, but my brain cannot, like, it does not. It almost like it's like goes in shut off mode. All the bad stuff just comes out of my mouth or my typing, which is why I try. That's literally why either if Nick doesn't answer, I'll answer, but I'll be waiting a while to answer because I'm not answering immediately when I'm pissed because that's not a good. That's definitely not good to do. And people are like, "Well, you should answer when you're mad." Well, I'm not going to because I'm trying to teach myself. Well, we're not allowed to respond like that because it just does. It's not beneficial for neither one of us when I'm mad responding. Like I swear, like I will say, like Nick has the most level. I always be picking on him, but he can take it. I think he has the most level-headed, one of the most level-headed people I've met on this channel. Like, you don't. I'm not saying he does. I don't know if he does. I don't know if he gets angry. He probably does. I just don't. I've never witnessed it. Okay, yes, I have once, but that was unjustified anger a little bit. Justified anger is just a smidge, but because like that was a little bit different because we were in dealing with that catfishing scenario. So that was a little bit understandable. I understood why he was angry. Like that, I can get it. Like, cause especially because we went from one catfishing and then someone was trying to do it again. So I got why he was mad. Like, I didn't understand at the time immediately because I was like, now when I look back on it, I do understand. I didn't understand because I thought maybe they're a different person, but he was like, I guess he must have looked at the darn little icon or whatever, and so like, I know it takes a lot to get you angry. You remind me of, I don't know who, I feel like one of my siblings or someone in my family is like that, but also, I might know someone who also is like that, and another online person I think I know who's like that. Like, I bet you're like, I swear you're probably like this. I bet you're like one of those people who like is like really kind as a person, but when they get really mad, it's like a whole like what would I say? Like a volcano erupted. That's what I feel like your anger is like. It's honestly my sister. I think my sister might be actually. I'm pretty sure my sister is similar to that. She's very actually both my sisters are very calm, but one of my sisters is different in that regard. I told you, she is like the character Bubbles. That one episode where she went to 11. That's how one of my sisters is. She is very, 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 very calm and level-headed and everything. But when she gets angry, and it takes a lot to get her there. It takes a whole lot to get her there. Yeah, it's almost like you like. I remember I've seen it before, and it's kind of terrifying to see because it's not a bad thing to get angry. It's almost like wait, you do mean steer clear of? Wait a second. What do you mean steer clear of large appliances? Wait, what? I read it, but I even saw it when it was written, but I got confused. Like, wait a second. Are you gonna say, wait, you sound like my sister. My sister gets like added strength. It's kind of insane. She gets like this added strength when she's mad. I've never seen that before in my life. I've never seen that. She's the only one that I've ever witnessed. I don't understand where, you must be like that. How she gets like added strength. I've never seen, well, she's never picked up any like things, but I know she gets added strength because I've seen it. So that's insane. So you must be like her, but obviously you're a guy. That's interesting. I've never heard of anyone else being like my sister. That's interesting in that regard. In that regard, when it comes to anger, I've never heard of that before. You tend to take out your frustration on. Oh, oh no. Well, that sucks. But it got no. But listen, that's a little bit. But listen, I know that's kind of suck. That's not. Wait, that sounds. Wait a second. Doesn't that hurt though? Sorry, I just kind of like had this like when you said what you just when I read what you just wrote, I kind of had this like flash in my mind where you were like hitting an appliance and it like how'd your fist? Wait, doesn't do you like black out or something? Because I'm trying to figure out how doesn't it hurt. How does that not hurt though? Because I'm trying to figure out like what? Because I'm thinking like the washing machine is like metalish, and then the other one is like I don't know. It depends. Like it depends on what kind of refrigerator you have. But dude, that sounds insane. I've never like when I get angry. Yeah, it depends on what the darn thing that made me angry is. Cause oh my gosh, you said it hurts having to fix them. Wait, how do you wait a second? You can fix them after you do that to them? What did you wait a second? What do you actually wait a second? Now I'm intrigued. This is all your fault. Now I'm intrigued. What do you mean by fix them? Wait, you don't wait, do you when you say fix, do you mean like you like broke a piece off of it or do you mean like you destroyed the whole thing? Because now this is all your fault. You had to say fix them. Now I'm like wanna know. What do you mean by that? This is all your fault. You shouldn't have said that to me. But I bet you're really good with somebody's not. This is weird. I think sometimes I think about people and what they would be like in real life. I feel like you're probably good with like handy stuff. You know, like things in the house, like fixing things. You said a lot of parts inside of the fridge are plastic, and well, I didn't know that, but let's be honest, I don't really care because I don't never touch the refrigerator. I don't punch physical. I don't punch like actual. I punch my pillow, but because I try not that when I'm angry, I try not to hit anything that could actually hurt myself, which makes no sense because how are you thinking about not hurting yourself when you're angry? Like that's something. Um, yeah. But I don't know. Because I know some people hurt other people when they're angry. I remember my one friend who I still miss because it's some bullcrap and I still don't know what happened to him. I still think about him all the time. It's not my fault though. It's his fault because he had a disagreement. I need to know what happened to him. That's why. Well, back to what I'm saying. He told me one time he like actually no the only reason he knew what happened because his wife told him. And I'm thinking that's insane. So you like beat the hell out of somebody you didn't even know you did it. That's like actually terrifying to me. I can't imagine what that must be like. I wonder for people that I don't know if this is a true statement because I don't have bipolar. I'm not bipolar, but I wish I had someone on here that that was bipolar or knew someone that was bipolar. Anyone here know the one that's bipolar? I have a question. I now have a question because I'm trying to I want to know from actual people that have been around people that have bipolar disorder. Or no, that's right. I want to know. I have a question for that. Because I want to know if it's true because I've never actually witnessed this, so I can't know for a fact. Oh, you know someone that has bipolar? Okay, I'm not saying I'm just only asking about bipolar, but since you know someone with bipolar and that, but I'm just gonna ask her about bipolar. So, Nick, have you ever? I have a question. Since you know someone that has bipolar, disorder. Um, is it how? Wait, have you ever? Wait. Do you hang out with the person first off? Hold up. That needs to be a key question because if I ask that question, you have to be around them to be able to know what I'm about to ask. Oh, hi, Matt. Why when you said that heyo thing made me think of something? I don't know what the hell I had a thought. Back to my possible question. Once Nick answered my question. Because I need to know if you're around them enough so it tells me if I can ask my second question. Okay, so you're around her. You have been both her best friend. Oh, damn. And her worst. Well, that sucks. I don't even want to think. I don't think I want to know about the worst enemy thing. Okay, back to my question. So since you've been around her, I can ask this question. Um, so have you ever witnessed, like I said, since you said you've been around her, have you ever witnessed her like commit a violent act, like for example, okay, this is not the right question. Let me rephrase the question. My question is, since you've been around someone that has bipolar disorder, have you ever witnessed someone blackout and I'm not talking about blackout drunk, I'm talking about blackout as in don't recall what the hell they just did. Like for example, they may have done something violent and not have any like memory whatsoever associated with that. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, also Matt, since you're not always on my live streams, next Wednesday at 2 p.m. we're doing a celebratory live stream. And you can ask me any questions you have that are if they're make sure they're appropriate by the way, Matt. Just to be and I have to say that because some people don't understand the concept of appropriate questions. That's why I have to say that. Not that you're like that. Not that any of you three are like that, but there are people that don't understand the concept of getting to 2,000 subscribers. I do a celebratory live stream every 100 subscribers we get. So when we get to 2,100, I'll do another one. You haven't win. Is that a? I wonder if it's Hold on. You said you haven't witnessed her being violent, only aggressive, but she discussed it with you. Maybe do you think? I wonder. Does that mean you think it's a male thing? I'm not even trying to be rude. I'm not even trying to. Damn it! I wish my friend was. I'm not trying to be mean. I wish I could have. I kind of wish I had witnessed it. It's not that I don't believe him. I just kind of want to see what he means because I've never I don't know, because almost you know how when people are drunk, they like black out and don't remember things, and so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is it similar to how when you're drunk and you black out and don't remember things? Is that what that's like? But if the difference is you're not on any kind of alcohol, you're just that's your because of the disorder it causes. I don't freaking know. Like I know for him I think for him, a big issue is being disrespected, and I think for him, I don't honestly, I can't say about him. I understand. I don't like disrespect either. I really don't like disrespect. One thing I really don't like is disrespect to my siblings. Like I really freaking hate disrespect to my sibling. That is the one thing I freaking hate. And an online friend was about to get his ass hurt. He was lucky he did not live in my state because I would have hurt him really bad. And I'm not sorry about nothing because he was pissing me off. And I don't like when I tell someone to stop doing something, you continuously do it. Like, that is the one thing that makes me so, out of everything that you could do to me, say something about my sister, threaten doing something to my sister. That is one of the things you don't want to do. I promise you. I promise you. Anything. That's it. That's the one thing you do not want to do. Because I'm not. Because in that when that happened, my brain is not almost. It's not like it's linked to my. It's almost like I have an out of body experience because my brain cannot. It's almost like I can't believe what you just said to me, and that's what that friend was. He was so lucky his ass was in Alabama because I would have kicked his ass right into the damn wall and it wouldn't have been my fault because he was not listening to me. And I don't like when people don't listen to me when it comes to my sibling. Don't you keep pushing an issue when I tell you to stop doing. That is one of the things that will drive me insane. Like that's actually, let's be honest, even my best friend knows. My best friend knows not to mess. But let's be honest, she would never do that to my siblings. So she already knows how I feel about family. She feels the same way about her own family. So, and I don't touch areas about that is the one thing people that know me well enough know not to mess with. He must not have known who Mariah was because he was lucky. I couldn't. Cause if I could go without a phone, he would have been really bad to her. And it would have been my fault. It would have been his own fault for doing that. Don't push Mariah that far. That's what it's called. Don't push Mariah that far because people have tried doing that. They were very close to being really bad. They were no one been my fault because don't be doing that. Because I can take a whole lot. That is literally I can take a whole lot. Even someone putting their finger. I not even dealt with someone putting their finger in my face, but touch my sibling or even threaten touching them, that is like, oh, you don't want to do. I promise you don't want to do that. I promise. It's a promise. Not even playing game. It's a whole thing. I'm not even kidding. People are like, right, you look like those tweets. I don't mean nothing to me when it's almost like when, you know how people say like certain people are their heart? I feel like that's what my siblings are to me. If someone like, I just think it might be honestly, it might be an older sibling thing, but I've always been like that. Always. You said first, there are some people that make a point. That particular person thought it was, like I told you, that particular person thought it was like, I guess it was some kind of turn on for him. I'm sorry, that's not turn on for Mariah. To piss someone off that bad, to like, uh, I don't get how there's a turn on. To make someone so mad that I don't understand it. You gotta explain to me, Nick, is that a common guy thing? Is that a thing guys do? Because I don't get it. And I know not every guy's the same. I'm just asking, is that a real turn on or is that a fake thing? Because I don't understand. Like, I don't understand, like, what that is. Any guys on here, can they answer me the question? Because is that like a turn on or something? Like, I'm sorry. That's a turn the hell off all the way off for me. That's what the hell that is. It's a turn off, and hopefully I don't hurt you. That's what that is. If someone does to me, like that's a turn off. Get away from me. At least Mariah's honest. Let's be honest. At least I'm an honest person. I don't do well with. Absolutely don't do well. Like I'm not even kidding. Even like people like. You think it's a control manipul. It's you said if it's a control or manipulation thing. Well, it was gonna. Let's be honest. It was not gonna manipulate me because when I tell someone to stop and I'm not playing, and the thing is, this wasn't their text message. He could hear that I was getting angry in my voice, so most people would know to stop freaking doing this shit if someone is telling you to stop. He was lucky. I think I hung the phone up, but this is his own fault because if I hadn't hung the phone up, I probably would, that kind of crap would make me break something. Like that's how mad I was. The way the disrespect that he was saying to my sister, that's how I would have broke some. Lucky I didn't break something in this house for when that was done said to me. Because uh, basically someone saying they're gonna do something to my sibling that just makes me so angry. I can't even see straight. That's how mad it makes me. You said, oh. Why would they? Why? But that's not. I'm sorry. If a guy did, I'm gonna tell you right freaking now, right now. If a man did that to me, and they're in my, I'm gonna tell you right freaking now. If a man did that to me and he's in my area, he better get his ass away from me very quickly. I'm not even playing. I'm not playing. And then talking about my sister, that's just the one thing I'm not playing. That people need to know not to do that. Like that's I'm telling you, I think people think like one of those little bitches that will take anything, but that is the one thing I ain't playing with. Like one of the thing I don't play with at all. Like that is like I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know if it's older sibling thing. Like I said I don't know if it's a Mariah thing. I don't know what it is, but I don't take very well to like you can even like people can. I'm not saying threatening me is good or whatever, but I can take that test. You brought my sisters in it. It's like a whole. It's almost like you set a match off. It's almost like what that is. Like especially after the thing is if after no the thing that made me mad or was not that even it said he would not stop when I told him to stop. That's the that like when I give you like if you don't know about it that's different, but if you know and you keep going, that is when you want to. I need you to get away from me because if I put you to the wall, it's not my fault because you done something where you pushed me to a point where it's not my fault. Because to me, when he was saying that, it basically sounded like he was gonna do something, and I could not see past it. I literally, my brain actually could see what he was gonna do to them, and it made me so mad. That's why I got mad like that. That's why I said I would hurt him. That's why. Because I could see what he would do to them, and that would make me so mad. I just don't like people messing with my sister. I don't even like people mentioning my sister and talking about them I don't like people not talking about my sister in a vile way. That's absolutely unacceptable. I can't accept it. I can't, and I won't. The same way I think every human being should be I think every single human being on the earth should be respected. And the way I think the one thing that made me mad the most is because he was not listening to me, and he in a way the way he was talking about my sister was very disrespectful, and it made me angry. And I think most people who are actually decent human beings would be pissed if they were if their sibling was being talked about in the vile way he was talking about them. Like I don't know anybody who would not be pissed about that. I probably would have broke his hand. It wouldn't be my fault. You want okay? We'll see if you can do it. Because if I break your hand, you can't do nothing. I see. That's what that will happen. You're lucky I don't know him in person. You're very lucky I've not seen him in person. You're lucky, old dog. I don't do well with people. In my opinion, that actually that's not my opinion. For a fact, that equates with violence, and I'm not dealing with no violent person saying they're gonna do something to my sibling. That's not happening. even if I have to possibly get killed in order to defend them, I will do whatever I have to do to defend my siblings. I don't care. That's how I feel about it, because I think, and it's not even just men. Women do this stuff too, which is not okay at all. This guy, now I look back at my life, I realize this guy was not a good guy. I kind of hope that his wife kind of divorced him. I know that sounds bad, but he was not a very good guy doing what he was doing with me when he was married. That's not okay. I realized I was being selfish. I thought I was dying. I did at the time. Which he was a shit person anyways, because he was like, "Oh, Mariah, if you're dying, you could just do this for me." Yeah, okay, Mariah. Why did we not realize? But well, let's be honest. I was really sick, so I wasn't thinking straight. I was just thinking, Mariah, we're still being selfish right now. But looking back on that, that was not right to do. I should never engaged in what we were doing, and he shouldn't have ever on his side. Should I take full responsibility for what I did? It was not right, and hopefully he's not doing any more of that stuff. So to me, it's interesting to see. It's actually kind of sad when I think about it. Um, I feel sad because I feel bad for the wife, even though I had a role in whatever, but I don't think he told his wife. I doubt it. I doubt it because to me, you're doing this in secret. But I just wasn't honestly. I wasn't always a good person, like particularly. And when we go into the pandemic, I was not that a good person, but I was really getting really sick. So I was really sick at that time. Thought I was gonna die. And I feel so terrible, like, looking back on my past and what I did, because he was married, and I knew that, but I didn't care at the time, and that makes me, I know nothing happened in physical sense, but it's not the point. I still was wrong, and sad about it, and I can't, there's nothing, I can't even, like, if I knew, I feel like if I knew them in person, I would literally apologize, like, and, but I know at the same time that would kind of mess up everything, because I feel bad because he has a wife and a daughter, but at the same time, I feel like that is the right thing to do as an adult. Um, but he also is not a good. I realize now, looking back on it, he was not a good friend or a good person because, like, when I was sick and dying, he like was trying to. Well, I should say I thought I was dying because I did actually think I was dying because I was really really sick. Not eating, like having like problems with eating and stuff and things. I just think he was a selfish person, always about his own needs, in my opinion. And then the way he treated me was like shit. And I don't know why I put up with people that treat me like shit, anyways. Mainly for mostly that I dealt with are guys that treat me like shit. Not every guy. I've only had Actually, I only have a few people that are guys that have not treated me like shit. Nick's one of them. My ex is one of them. Actually, I think there's one too. No, actually, maybe there's a couple. There's a few of them. Nick, my ex, someone else, another gamer. Yeah, there's only a few of them. There's not that many. Most of them, well, some of them are weirdos. I've dealt with some weird crap that I wish I never had to deal with. Um, Luckily, I'm still alive because some of the stuff that I had to deal with, I don't know how my brain has not like said, Mariah, we're done with this, done with this, because some of the stuff like actually messed with me mentally. And so I remember when I had a therapist, I was talking to her about one of the situations. I actually realized it was my fault. It took a while for my brain to like, because the trauma was recent, and like so, my brain was like, did I call? Like I actually thought all the stuff that was happening, I caused this. I caused it, and but I didn't. I didn't cause someone to act the way they decide to act. I can't control that. Um, you said everyone lives their life different. Sometimes you just have to let them. I think you meant to say let them. Have to let. Yeah, I think that's what it meant. let them continue to live their life and make sure that they stay. Well, honestly, he was like we don't need to be friends anymore because he was trying to say I was too needy. I'm glad we're not friends, honestly. That's honestly one of the best decisions that he made, and I don't have. I hope I never see him again. I know he said I hope we see each other in another life. I don't care if we do, honestly. Because he's not a good person. He was trying to make me like he wanted me to look down on myself, like the way he talked to me, like as if I'm less than a person. I don't know why the fuck I put up with that now I think about it. Back then honestly I was really sick, so I kind of put up with anything, which was not a very good um thing, but it was a thing I did. And I know that whoever, thank God he's not my spouse. Thank you God. Now I think about that, I'm grateful he's not my spouse. Not that I ever would want him to be, but that's not the point. I feel bad that he has that his spouse has a. I do not think I was the first one he ever engaged in this like online sexting thing. I don't think I am. It's just this the way he was able to like pull it off. And I should have listened to my mom. My mom is a smart woman, cause she was like, Mariah, why are you talking to someone like at 3 o'clock in the morning? And like, this was back when this was happening, and then I didn't think about that. That's kind of really inappropriate and stuff. Because, like I said, I was sick. I wasn't thinking about anything but myself, which was I don't normally do that kind of stuff, and I've never had been in a situation like this. And it doesn't justify any of the actions I did. I didn't think about any of that. It's kind of honestly, it's kind of back then. It was kind of an addiction for me. What I was doing, it was an addiction I had gotten myself into. Thank God I got out of it because that would have been a whole nightmare. But I was not being a good person. I was just being very selfish. I was like thinking, oh, this is about me, Mariah. We gotta do all this stuff because if we're gonna die, we just have something we can say about my life. And I know I sound stupid, but that's kind of what I was doing. And honestly, we were both using each other in that regard. If I'm being honest, I wasn't. He wasn't just using me. I was using his whatever his benefits, whatever. In a way. I was like it was my point. It was like mutually exclusive, even though he had the even though he had more to lose than I did. I didn't have anything to lose in that regard. I already kind of didn't have respect, so technically I can't lose my respect. Didn't have respect from him. Um, don't know why. Now I think about it, I don't know why we were ever friends. I know that he now I realize we had became friends in this game we were playing, and then he like went offline, and then I know where this kind of came from. It went from I know why it got onto him. It was I should have never crossed the line with him because like the others, we had a like a mutually kind of. I don't know. I feel like he was kind of weird though because like no, because the part I don't still don't believe him where he said I'll never believe it. I don't care. He said, "Oh, Mariah, I was accidentally drunk. I didn't mean to tell you that." I don't believe him. I don't because even if you're drunk, you don't just randomly take a picture of your drunk and then send it to somebody. That's not a thing you do. I almost wonder if he had a plan. I don't believe him because he could have been lying. How do I know he's not lying? I don't believe you. I don't believe that crap. It just sounds insane. Yeah, he's also older than me, so I think I'm not much younger than him, but the point is there is an age difference. But I think he also knew some of my past and knew that I thought I had cancer because I did at the time. I thought I was had cancer because I some symptoms I was dealing with matched that. And he was like, Mariah, well, before you die, like, can you like send me something? And I'm thinking, what the? And I'm thinking in my brain, what? Now I'm thinking about it. Why the hell did I stay with this bastard telling me basically if you die, like I don't even know why the hell did I put up with that shit? I don't even know why. I swear. You said we can all like I don't want to think back on shit that I. This is like I'm sorry. That was a shitty thing I did, and I will never say it's not shitty. It's honestly out of all the things I've dealt with. I would say this is one of the worst things I've ever. So I don't think it's okay to do that because this is to me. Even though he says there's no feelings involved, which I don't know if that's true or not on his side because he was acting weird at one point I say. Um, 'Cause I feel like, well, some men can, I guess, turn their brain. I guess some of them can turn their brains off when they want whatever that is, with sex or whatever. I guess it's possible. I know, I know it. I do know that, Nick. I know when you're drunk, it makes your. But the thing is, typically people say when they're. I guess it could be possible. He could have said that when he was drunk, but at the same time, it's just kind of odd. Like, why? I know some people send like that to their wives or spouses or whatever. And that's going to tell you right now, I'm not going to be that kind of person because I don't want to do all that. Because I know one thing I know is just because you delete something doesn't mean it ain't in the internet. Okay, let's just be real. Um, you said when you're wait. Let me see what Matt said this for you. Okay, you said we all can look. I think we all can look back and think we put someone else before us more than we should have. And then Nick said, when you're drunk, it inhibits your self control. So maybe he wouldn't have done it while he was so. I don't believe him that because he is a weird person. That's why I don't believe that. He's one of those people that I feel like if he could get away with something, he would do it, regardless if he's sober or not. That's why I don't believe that. Only because I feel like that's how he is. The vibe I always have gotten from him. I feel like if he could get away with something, he would get away with it. Like doing, especially, let's just think about it. Him being in this online sexting thing and he's sober. That tells me he can get. He's sneaky. That's what I'm saying. The sneakiness makes me think. I don't believe that crap. I think that in his sober mind and his drunk mind, whatever, he probably wanted to do it. I don't think him being drunk, and I don't even think he was that drunk, honestly. I doubt it. Even if he was, I don't believe it. I just don't, for some reason, believe that statement. In my opinion, if he was so drunk, why didn't he go sleep with his wife? He could have just done that. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm being honest as heck. Like, because I feel like that's just kind of like a cop out to me personally. That's just my thought, but I'm Mariah. I don't really know. You said that's what you were thinking, whether he's drunk, whether or not he was drunk. Exact freakingly. You get it. Like, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Yeah, you're not. I don't think he's sorry. I think he like one thing I think about him that he does. I think he likes shock value. Like, I feel like I think he likes shock value, but I also think that I think he also got off on like it's like I feel like I don't know who the fuck taught him this shit. I feel like he thinks it's okay to degrade women or whatever, say whatever the hell he wants, and it's so freaking okay. And I don't know where the hell he learned that crap, but it ain't okay. First off, like telling someone they're ugly because you won't think it's gonna be like that's not a turn on to me. That's a shit like thing to do. Like that's a shit like thing to do to me. Like for me, like I said, and the reason I know that because when I was like I told you, I was drunk one time and I did something, and then the thing is, I immediately stopped what I was doing when the person said, "Mariah, yeah, I need to stop." That's what I did. I didn't keep like I feel like for him, he kept pressing. Like in my opinion, I feel like he kept pressing beyond where he should go. Like that I don't know, but I maybe it's interesting how some people when they're drunk they still have the same they can still have boundaries that are still like knowing when to stop doing something. Like for me immediately when my friend told me Ryle and you just stop this. Okay, I stopped immediately. Immediate it was not no okay maybe it was an immediate Mariah. He said when he said stop, I said okay, I'm sorry. Immediate stop, and it wasn't like I did anything. I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't feel like I did anything wrong, but for him I did. So that was like, okay, Mariah, we're going past the line. Back up. Um, but I don't know. I just feel like he's not even younger than me, so that's not even. I feel. Wait, you said some people learn how to act when they're younger. Okay, that's actually possible, but I'm sorry, but that's not. I'm sorry, but like if I met him in a bar and he said some of that shit to me, if I slapped him, it wouldn't have been my fault because I could see myself if I met him in a bar and he said that crap to me, I would have slapped his ass. What would happen? If he did that to me, I would have knocked the dang thing out of his hand. Wouldn't have been my fault, by the way. You said, but he's like in his 40s, so there's no reason. There's like he was like I think he was either in his late 30s or I think early 40s at the time. I was in actually wait a second. I was only wait a second. Is he like 6 years older than me, so he would have been in his at least 6 or 7. He was born in the 80s. I can't remember which 80s though. Was it mid 80s or was it early 80s? Hold on. I think it might have been a little bit early. I think it might have been like earlier 80s. So I think he's about 8 to 9 years older than me. So I was I was in my 20s still. I think he was in his 30s somewhere, maybe mid 30s or so. Okay, but yeah. I feel like guys, like I like hearing guys' opinions when it comes to God, when I'm talking about a guy because they understand. I think actually maybe it's not. I don't. Maybe it's not as. I don't. Maybe it's not for. Maybe 8 years is not a big difference to me. Honestly, I think my cousins are no, not 8 years. A little bit less than 8 years for me. I think one's 7, one's 5, and the other one is 3 years older. But honestly, I'm like I said, if I met him in a bar, I probably would have just walked right past him, like, and then acknowledge him, because I in real life I don't think I would have been attracted to anything like that. And it's because of it. No, and if it was, I'm saying if it was the same exact behavior that I'm dealing with online, like that's not the way you're talking to me is not a turn on. You're like a shit person. That's why you see. I'm not sorry about that. Like, and not all men are like that. Just he was like that. Like, I don't know. For me, like the maximum I think I would go is like 5 years older than me. I feel like that'd be fine. So like 39. That's 5 years older than me. But I feel like I would not go like I don't think I'd do 10 or more. Like I don't think I'd do that. Like I said, um, I just like being who I am. I feel like being who I am, like honestly, that's how I know if someone's into me. If I am who I am and the person's like doesn't mind it, that's fine. But if I am who I am and the person does mind it, that's still their issue, not my issue. It's more like okay, Mariah is being Mariah, and that kind of worked out or didn't work out. Um, yeah. I wonder where Mildred went, but yeah, I don't know. Honestly, being Mariah is a mixed bag. I feel like for me, being myself is a mixed bag. Like some people get it. Some people are like, okay, Mariah's like, I don't know what people would think. I sometimes wish I could know. Like, I wish I could sometimes hear people's thoughts, but at the same time, I'm terrified because I don't think he's not. I definitely don't think it was 9 years, for real. I don't think there's a 9 years age gap between me and him, I don't think. But, like I said, I feel like like, the next person whoever dates me they have to be specifically understand. They gotta understand how I am. They can't just, like, um, they won't, like, let's be honest, I don't know if I can date it. The one thing I think, I don't know if I can date a neurotypical. I've tried, it doesn't work out, typically. Um, yeah, but that's because most of them don't understand how I am. My mannerisms are not like most people, and I'm not gonna change. I'm no longer changing them to fit in this box. Why should I do that? Because that means I'm not being honest to myself. I was watching this show. It's called Lie to Me. It's actually pretty good, and I just started watching it last night. But um, and this guy on here is kind of very similar to how I am, which is why I like it. I think that's one of the reasons I like it. But I also like he's like one of those, he just kind of says his honest thoughts, and I wish I knew someone like that, dang it. And I mean someone who actually doesn't. When I say honest thoughts, I mean they don't have a filter. I like people that don't have filters, and I don't have to means and that means I don't have to have my filter on. So then, because I hate having to use that. I hate it because it makes me have to not be myself, and I don't like that part of not being myself. It makes me annoyed. Telling my sister the other day, I said that's the reason I like. I wish I could be around people that did not have a filter like me, and so then I have to deal with. Oh, Mariah has to be it's whatever socially acceptable in this place. I don't want to, like, cause it's annoying. Yeah, I'm already watching it. So, oh wait, you said you heard of that show? Um, I speak my mind, but typically people don't like it, and I don't really care anymore. Like I've literally gotten to the point where I don't care if people like it anymore. But yeah, like, cause I used to be at a point where this is my past, I used to be like, I'm not gonna. I had to basically shut off certain parts of my mind because not really shut it off. It's kind of like I can't say things. Well, I did filter myself when I was working at the school, but that's a little bit different because I'm around children. But like when I'm around like adults, I didn't filter it, and I wasn't sorry because I had to filter it basically the whole day. So why can't I just speak my mind now? Some people got it, some people don't. Most people that don't understand what it's like to be around neurodivergent don't get it, or have not encountered, or they are neurodivergent. They more likely get it because they know like, oh, like this is how, like, if they've like been around people that actually are, and also maybe are one themselves, they understand that, let's be honest, masking so long has caused me a lot of damage. So masking my emotions and my thoughts and a lot, that's caused me a whole lot of freaking damage. So I'm tired of doing that. Like that is probably why I have some of the anxiety I have, because I've had to mask so freaking long, which I shouldn't have had to do. I should never had to mask my emotions and my feelings and all the other stuff. That's not fair. The same way people get to be themselves above, but I should have a right to be myself. I don't think it's fair that we get penalized or penalized or looked down on because we don't act the way we're supposed to act. Like that's ridiculous. Wait, really? Wait, you said you very seldom speak your mind. Wait, why did you make the wait? Does that mean you're embarrassed? Is that why you put the little thing with the like the what's the thing called? I can't think. My brain's not thinking. Sorry. Like it's like a little sweat little icon next to it. Let's see. You said you very seldom speak your mind at the workplace. So on a random, so on a, why don't you speak? Wait a second. Why don't you speak your mind at the workplace? Now I'm curious. This is all your fault. You shouldn't have said that. Then I wouldn't have said nothing. Wait, isn't wait or wait? When you say they make it funny, were you being serious when you're speaking your mind, or honestly, sometimes I know for me and my mom, I don't know if anyone else. I'm not sure about my siblings and my dad. I know sometimes when I speak, when I'm saying something very serious, some people will think it's funny, even though I'm not intending that to be. I wonder if that's similar to what you do. Sorry, deal with or have happen to me. I speak my mind when I feel like speaking it. I don't care. Yeah. What the heck is that noise? What is that? Sorry. Hold up. Why does it sound like that? It sounded like but why wasn't there a orange? I'm sorry. I think that was a fire truck, but I didn't hear its siren, so I got confused. It sounded like part of the siren, but it didn't. I didn't hear the fullness of it. Sorry, I thought I just heard it again. I thought that made me confused. See you no, but you said they don't know if you're real. Sorry, they don't know if they realize they're being. Wait, if you're serious half the time, then how? Then how? Wait, that's confusing, Nick. So you're serious and funny at the same time at the job? Because that would confuse me if it's more like you're serious most of the time. Then because I feel like for me, if it's half and half, I wouldn't know when you're being serious. But also, I don't typically. I'd be honestly for you. I'd probably be in your place. I'd probably be the one who wouldn't think you're funny, and it's not your fault because I told you I don't understand humor like that. So if you make a joke that's too outside of the zone, like if it's not simplistic like the darn Stooges, I'm probably not gonna get it. It's not that I can't get it; it's just my brain probably won't. It'll be too much over my head. You're probably like, Mariah, I don't get you. Well, that ain't my problem. That's what it's not. I feel like it's not anyone's job to get someone. Like, I mean, I don't expect someone to get me. Most people don't. So I kind of just go with whatever happens. Like, hence why I'm living my life the way I need to live it. And whatever happens, happens. But yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I love being honest. The honesty is my favorite thing. Sometimes people don't like that I'm brutally honest, but actually, I guess that would be considered rationally honest because that's what this guy said. Technically, that's what I am. Rational. Was it rational honesty? Is that what he said? That was actually pretty good statement because I don't think I'm brutally honest. I just am very honest. I don't want to feel like it's not really brutal. It's just my natural honesty. That's what I'll call it. You said so in your line of work you have to be very careful about. Oh, you have to be very careful about how you approach getting information about the task. Okay. I really hope that dang, there's some people I want to see on the channel I haven't seen in a long time. Dang, and I don't I'd be worrying about people I haven't seen in a long time, particularly the ones that I've seen used to see all the time. Uh yeah, no, he's not that. I'm not gonna tell him. Nick, you can tell him. Cause I could see why you thought insurance rep though. Because I feel like, honestly, when Nick told me what his job was, I was kind of shocked a little bit. Only because I, were you trying to actually guess it for real? Sorry, Matt, I wasn't trying to ruin your thing. But honestly, it's because it's not that I couldn't see you being into computers, but I kind of felt like honestly, because of the way you were, I thought you'd be like have a I don't know why I thought you have like one of these like badass careers. Like not that IT isn't badass or anything. Like, I know someone that's into IT. Actually, I know a couple people that have done IT. But I thought some reason I thought you were like gonna have like say like you like a mechanic or something. I don't know why. Don't judge me. I kind of thought you were gonna be like a mechanic or something else, like someone that does like a lot of the. Well, I guess technically an IT whatever person can work with like tools and stuff. I didn't think about that, but I was thinking. I don't know why. Don't judge me. I just kind of thought that thought because sometimes I'd be like when I don't know someone well enough, I try to picture what they're actually like it's a thing I do. I don't know why I do it. I even do it like sometimes do that. Sorry, I do that sometimes when I'm like like when we like drive places. I be like wondering like what's their life like. Don't I don't feel like that's insane, Mariah. Why'd you do that? It's because I'm curious. I'm thinking like what's your I just think it in my I be thinking it in my head. I don't say it out loud, but actually no, I have said it out loud one time, a few times. But I'm not embarrassed of who I am. I am who I am. Like. Yeah. Wait, Matt, what do you do? I wonder what you do. Let's see. I thought Nick was like a mechanic or something, and then I wonder what Matt does. Wonder if you're an accountant. But I wonder. Sometimes I wonder what people are. It's like a whole thing I'd be doing, and people are like, Mariah's insane. When people break things and you know how and why they broke, but wait, huh? Wait, what? Wait, I must have read this wrong. Hold on, let me read that again. When people break things and you know exactly how and why they broke them, but you don't. Oh, I think I realized what that. For some reason, when you said broke, my brain literally thought of like you breaking like a vase or something. I don't know. Don't judge me. I feel like, Ryan, that sounds insane. But I thought you were talking about like literally like when you know like break something like for example something shatters. That's what I thought. And then also like somebody who's a dang, so kind of like wait a second. So the reason when I thought that too, I also thought of a scapegoat, person who takes like the blame when someone else did that mess. I feel like people. I feel like there's a lot of scapegoats out here now, though. Uh, I don't know, man. It's all your fault. You had to say something. That made me think of something else. This this is Nick's fault. Just kidding. It's not Nick's fault. I just my brain sometimes when I read things, my brain will tie to something else. This is how it typically goes. That's how Mariah's brain is sometimes. It's random. Most people can't handle my randomness though, and I don't expect them to because most people have a brain that's very different than mine. Why do I feel like yeah, Mariah, shut up. Don't say your thoughts. That's an interesting thought, but it's not a bad thought, just interesting. Oh Lord. Why do I feel worried? Well, actually, well, they can talk about it. I don't really know too much about computer like that. Because I'm in IT. Did not do that in school. Uh-huh. But, I don't know. Thinking. Huh. But, I don't know. I feel like I sometimes wonder like if you were like actually in my group of friends, would I what the heck would I well I wonder like what would that be like? I don't know. Like, you and Mildred and my group of friends. Don't know how that would work. Because my seriousness probably would rub people the wrong way. It's not my fault. It's just how I am. It's just part of my being. Hmm. Am I learning to be more not serious? Kind of, but it's still not natural for me. Hmm. He's like, I love how he's just excitedly like. You're probably one of those people like excitedly waiting. Like, I need to know the T, even though I don't quite understand why it's called that. But yeah, you think it would really? There's no freaking way we'll never know. This sucks. I hate that. We won't really know. Honestly, most people. It depends. I feel like there's moments for being serious, and then there's moments for yeah, there are people I can have problems with people and they can have problems with me because I don't deal with bullshit. Yes, that's a lie. So same with my best friend. My best friend, she don't deal with bullshit either. No, I can't say I both her. I don't deal with crap from people like so. I also don't deal. It's not that I can't get friends with girls. It's very harder. It's a lot harder for me to be friends with girls than guys, and I know why. Because it's dealing with things I don't want to deal with. That's why. A lot of girls just be causing problems and I don't deal with it. It's very yeah, I didn't even see I literally didn't see anything come through on my I didn't see nothing come through at all on my side, so I don't know what I don't know what you wrote. There was like nothing. It didn't say anything. It didn't say any like how it didn't say any like message in what's it called? What health and review things on here. I didn't see anything come on my screen. Yeah, certain girls I can't. And it's not even that girls are always drama. They're not all drama because my best friend is a girl or actually technically a woman, and she ain't drama. Like I don't deal with. I've dealt with a lot of fake bullshit from girls, and that's why. And yeah, so I'm like dealing with it. And I'm not saying men can't cause drama because they sure can. Shoot, I've dealt with drama from stupid men too. Men are stupid, and women and men can be stupid, both of them. It just depends on the particular person I'm dealing with. That's why. I'm not one. Yeah, I've dealt with. One thing I don't like is when people involve me in their drama and then put me in the middle. I literally hate that crap. Like, don't do that to me. Especially, don't be my first off. Don't be my friends and then put me in the center of your crap because you're both my friends. Don't do that, mess. Cause I would just act like you don't this to me. I'll just walk out of the room or whatever. Cause I'm not dealing. I'm not going through that again. I've dealt with that before. I won't go through it again. That's how it's gonna go. Like, if you date my friend dates if a friend dates another friend and then they break up, don't come bothering me. Leave me alone. Like you decided to do this, don't come over here and bother me when you decide to do this and you know it what you knew it wasn't gonna work out. So this is not my problem. It's not. That's it looks like a you problem, not my problem. Please, thank you. I don't have time for this mess. I don't get time for it. Like, no. You said you had. Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. Oh, well, now your comment went through, at least. At least I think that's part of your comment, or maybe it's the whole thing. Well, I'm sorry. Wait, does that mean you do IT too, Matt? Why do I think your name is. Why the frick do I. Wait a second. Do I know? I feel like that name. Dang it. And he was in my. He was not in that yearbook. I was trying to think of something. Sorry, I had a thought in my brain. Locked. You. Wait. You locked yourself. Wait. You locked yourself out or somebody else locked you out? Are you talking about on the computer? Oh, I'm thinking you must be talking about the computer. I don't think I want to know the story because it sounds upsetting. Nick, there's a message that's held in review, so you can look at it. You already know I don't deal with those messages because I don't trust anything that's held in review anymore because I've had some crap happen here, so I ain't looking through it. You already know how I feel about this. Why do I feel like you would laugh while you're fixing the problem? Why do I feel like that's what you do? I don't know. I just literally see that happening in my head. I feel like you would fix the problem but laugh at the same time. I don't know why I see that in my brain. Okay. Why did it held it in review? I don't get it. Why does it say, why if I click, I'm not clicking, I can't click that. Why does it click, wait, let me see what it click. I'm scared. Why did it do that? I don't know why it did that. It won't show me. I don't want to look at it. It's making me feel uncomfortable. Because it said this weird message about, like, potentially inappropriate message, and it made this huge thing up on the screen. I don't know why it did that. I don't know. It made me feel anxious because, yeah, I don't know what the hell it did that for, but it made me feel very uncomfortable, and I don't like when it does things that I'm not expecting. Yeah, that's an autistic tendency. That's probably what that was. Nah. Don't know why they did that, but okay. Nah. Yeah. But, wonder if he does the same thing you do. Maybe he does. Wait, maybe he does the same thing you do, and Nick, he might do the same job or similar or something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he does something. Maybe he does something related to computer. I don't know. I just making up things in my brain. I don't know what he does actually. I don't know what his job is. I hope to God my chat is not broken. Please don't be broken. It's like not moving though. I don't know if it's broken. Oh. I wonder what does that stand for? Wait. Oh, thank goodness. I thought the chat was broken. Um, yeah. But I don't know what that's in. It's like we're talking. It's like you remind me of my sister when she be talking about her stuff with music related stuff that I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about. It's like she's talking in It's like she's talking in code, but she's not talking in code. She's talking about a subject I have no idea about, so it's not helpful. Like, cause she knows things I have no idea about music, so that's not gonna work. Yeah, but I don't know. Um, wonder. Wait, so does that mean you do IT like him? It's a Cisco certified network associate. Is that wait? What is that? Does that have something to do with computers? I feel like I feel dumb. I feel dumb. I do. Because I feel like you're talking in terms didn't know anything about. So I'm like, what? It's like when you people say like you need like a dummies guide. Technically, you don't really need a dummies guide. You just need to. They just should say you need something simplified. That's more of what I need. I need it simplified so I can understand what you're talking about. Because I feel lost. That's what I feel. I feel like I'm lost. That's what I feel. Lost. Very, very lost. But I don't know. I'm just Mariah. That's all I know how to do. I only know how to be Mariah, and that's it. I don't know how. The thing is, I don't trust. One thing I see, it would have been dumb if I said, "Oh, Mariah knows." Oh well, so you both aren't. You both do. I was right the first time I said probably he's probably gonna be in like the same thing, and I was right the first time, and then I got it wrong because I was like, Mariah, we're trying to do all this stuff. Wait, you actually like when you say internet work, do you mean like websites and stuff, or do you mean IT like he does? Because there's different types of internet work. Eh. Oh, you do the software. Wait. When you say the software, does that mean like the like what's it called? Like the floppy disk and the other, the things you put inside the computer to make it work? Or do you mean like when you say the software, you mean like the operating system? Don't judge me. Mariah doesn't have an IT brain. Don't judge me over here. Like just because I'm trying to make sure. Because sometimes I feel like certain words can mean different things. Don't judge me. Well, if you judge me, just know Mariah doesn't know IT like that. So whatever. That's all. At first, I was like, maybe he doesn't do. But then I was saying, the way you're talking, you must know stuff about IT. Because I'm thinking, like, huh? Like the terminology and stuff. Like I'm like, they must know it. Like you sound like he knows IT. Like, well, I wonder if my friend would know. He probably would know some of the terms. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while, so I don't know. Um, but still, I don't know. It's interesting that you like. Wait, does that mean you? Well, actually, no. Just let me stop thinking. Just because he likes things like, just because you do similar things, you said you. This definitely on. Oh, you like the hardware part, routing and firewalls. Huh. That was interesting. So you like the hardware part, but you said routing and firewalls aren't something that you manage or configured alone. Wait, that's interesting. So you both could basically work together to do things if you wanted to. Don't. Mariah's not giving you an idea. I'm just saying because you kind of. It's like one completes the other part. You don't. That sounded really awkward. Ignore Mariah. She didn't say that. You know what I mean, guys. Don't take. You know what Mariah means for real. Like now, I just made myself embarrassed why I made myself. But my point is, your jobs fit well. Your jobs are basically opposite of one another. So one does one thing and the other does the other thing, but they fit well together. Okay, I did. I just made it even more awkward. What, Mariah? This is that's part of me, Mariah, making things awkward when I'm not trying to do that, but that just happened. Okay, Mariah. But yeah. Um. Hmm. It's interesting though. Wait, I know you. See, exact. So you okay? Thank goodness you got what I was saying, because I can be awkward sometimes. I just because my wording sounded weird to my brain, so I was like, oh my gosh, it must sound really weird to people. And it sounds kind of like not right sounding when I was saying it. So I'm glad you both. I feel like you guys, you two, you wait. Nah, that sounded wrong. Both of you. There we go. Both of you would see. See, he got. Matt got what I was saying. I feel better, and I know Nick got it because I saw what he said. My point is one won't work without the other. Basically, you need the hardware, and then you need the what's the other one? Hardware and the software. They go together. Wait, so is the software the ones like all the stuff that you put on the I know probably like Mariah, you should know this crap. I know the hardware is probably really like the device, itself. Like this, the tablet is a device, and that's probably that's the hardware part. And then the software is probably like everything that goes into like making it work. Hopefully that makes sense. I mean, I say making it work like all the like the programs and stuff on it. Hopefully that is right. And if I'm wrong, you can't blame Mariah because Mariah at least tried. That's what it's called, okay? Give Mariah some credit for trying. Yeah, I say my name sometimes when I get nervous, this whole thing. It's a whole thing. That's probably why I'm saying it so much, because I get really anxious because I don't like being out of my element sometimes, so, yeah, and this is way outside of my element, so that's not helpful. But I tried. I don't like being embarrassed, so it's not helping. It's making my anxiety worse. Yes, it is. Because I know both of you are like knowledgeable in this stuff, and I'm like, wow, you're just saying things, you're just saying things. So when you connect to the Wi-Fi, Nick, make sure that the port. Oh my gosh! Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, I thought I was right. So I kind of was right about what I said, because Nick kind of said what you both kind of said, kind of similar to what I was saying, but not fully like it. But whatever. My point is, I was on the right track. That's better than what I thought. Also, the software is Oh, maybe that's what my mom used to do. I don't remember my mom used to do one of them. I don't remember which one. I think my mom probably did more of what Matt did. I think that's what she used to do. I'm not sure which one one of my college friends did. I mean, does. I'm not sure if he's hardware or software. Don't remember. I have no idea which one he is. He did IT, but yeah. I've never felt. I'm not gonna lie. I don't find that interesting whatsoever. I'm glad I can use like the internet and stuff, and I know all that stuff has like you have to do a lot of things to get to that point. Of course, I know this, but doing all this stuff to get to that point, I know. Thank you. I'm good. I'd rather just have the finished product. I know people are like, "Wow, that's insane." Okay, so you make sure that you sign in before connecting to the internet. Huh. Oh, I think I get it. Well, this is like, it's like I have two smart, let's be honest, that sounded really wrong. I didn't mean it like that. Okay, yes. IT, there we go. That sounds better. I have two IT experts. Wait, I think that's right. Yeah, technically, that's actually not as right, because both of you do IT things, but you do different parts of IT. That's actually true, isn't it? No, we were like probably like, I feel like, I don't know. What do I feel like? I feel like well, I do feel like Matt and Nick are like on the same page, and then like I feel like, but I do feel like, what am I trying to say? Okay, my thought. I don't know. I feel like one would like mess with the other one. They'd be like, "Oh my gosh, please leave me alone right now." But then after they like process whatever's happening, they'd be like, "Okay, this is fine. This is fine." Like, I know what I'm saying. I'm thinking about the silly moments, because some people work really well together, and some people can't stand working together. I wonder how that would work. Like, if you guys had worked together, if you actually were able to work together, I wonder like, would both your personalities gel so you could work together efficiently, so wrong, or would they clash so much you couldn't get the work done? Hopefully not the second one, but I wonder if you said but you said you and Nick live two different work lives. They sound similar, but well, that sucks. I don't know if wait, is that good or bad though? Now you turned maybe because now this is all your fault. Now you guys both made me interested in knowing what the heck this is all you guys' fault. But it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, I promise. It just makes this when I want to. It's not, funny thing is when I'm interested in something, I'm fully interested in it. If I'm not interested, I literally don't. I don't ask questions. I don't do anything involving. Like if I want to know more about somebody, I will inquire. But if I don't, you won't see me like asking anything. Which tells me honestly. And sometimes it tells me that it means whatever is being talked about is not interesting to me, intriguing. But for people that are like me, and there ain't nothing wrong with me being me, is that typically we don't try to fake it. Like if I'm not interested in something, um, wait, you guys both. Wait a second. Let me read what Nick says. He says my key responsibilities in terms of software and managing email exchange server for the Rust. Wait, is there supposed to be an is there? I'm confused. You wrote it so elegantly. Why you write so elegantly? I'm just kidding. You know I like that. That's why. I'm joking. It's just keeping the software on local devices running smoothly. You sound like, honestly, you sound like an expert. That darn, that sounds like expertly. And then it says, then Matt said, we both get blamed for the internet, but normally only one of us can fix the problem. Well, that sucks. That sucks in general. Let's be honest. That sucks in general. That sounds, but your both your jobs sound very intense. I can't be doing that. That would make me annoyed. Like, but that's kind of sad though. I feel kind of bad that people get that that what you just said, Matt. I feel bad. That's not fair to anybody. But okay. And then for the rest, it's all software. Sorry, hardware. Software, right? It says definitely says hardware related. And then, oh, okay. My brain was like trying to figure out like why did it sound like I was trying to figure out like why it sounded weird to my brain, Nick. That's why I was trying to figure out like why my brain couldn't fully. Because it seemed like it went from one complete little statement, like one complete statement to like another one. In my brain was like, this don't make sense to me. Honestly, I'm gonna lie. Your whole job sounds hard as hell, so I don't know how the hell you do it because Mariah can't be doing things that sound stressful like that because like I don't got the patience. That's the one thing I'll say about being autistic. I don't like that. I don't have good patience. Some people do. I can't. That's like I can't. Like especially okay, I have patience to a point. That's about accurate. Like when someone is bothering me when I'm doing something, that piss like I literally will go off. Like I remember this happened more than once, honestly. When my parents or someone or my sisters come bother me when I'm doing something, and when I'm fully engrossed in whatever the heck I'm doing, it makes me so angry. And I'm sure Mildred and other autistics have gone through the same thing I'm going through when you're fully engrossed in a task and like someone has broken your concentration, even if it's not a big deal to break the concentration, it is for me. Like I mean, for them it's not a big deal, but for me, I'm doing something and I don't like if I'm in like if I took a break, that's different. But I'm talking about when I'm literally doing something. Like I'm actually engrossed in the task. Like I don't want people to bother me. That's what it's called. You said it sound Mildred and me have different. I guess me and her have different ideas of fun. That don't sound fun at all to me. That don't sound any fun. We must have different ideas about this. Not me. It sounds stressful and anxiety ridden. I don't know how you do that job, Nick. I'm not even trying to be a rude. It sounds like a fast paced thing, and I can't be doing things that make me stressed. So nah. Okay, you said a lot of problem solving that goes well. Difficult, but a lot of chaos when money problem. See, like I said, she has a different outlook than Mariah does. She definitely doesn't. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I definitely don't have that outlook. I just think about this must be massive chaos problems, and I'm gonna have to deal with all of them, and people will be throwing things at me because I can't. Well, not physically throwing things at me, but they'll be throwing issues at me unexpectedly. I can't be doing. I'm sorry. Is that how your job is, Nick? You get like random crap told to you because I can't. I don't do well with unexpected change. That's one of the things I freaking hate when people do that to me. Tell me something at the last minute, like don't do that to me. That's the one pet peeve one of the pet peeves I can't deal with very well. You said you only really know if things were backed up properly. Oh, great! That's really horrible. Okay. I don't know how the hell you don't get a mental breakdown every day because I can't do that. That sounds completely insane. You only know, you really only know if things were backed up properly when a disaster hits in the time. And hold on, wait. And the time comes to actually restore this lost day. That's horrifying to me. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. You said all the time you get called on to resolve. So it sounds like you kind of troubleshoot. Is that what you do? Don't judge me. I don't know if that's right. Is that accurate? Troubleshooting is part of it? I don't know how the hell you do this job. I'm sorry. I'm just like thinking, this is all what you gotta do every day. I feel stressed thinking about it. I do. I literally feel stressed thinking. Even if I went to school for this, I don't think I could have done this. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't been able to do the part you're doing. It sounds stressful as hell. It does. I feel stressed thinking about it. So when you get there, they hit you. See, fuck that. I'm sorry. Did you? I'm sorry. The part where you said another 5 unexpected. Yeah, I can't be doing that. No, no. You have to call. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you right now. You would have to call somebody else to do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would be. If I know, see, I'm sorry, Nick and you and me are different because I can't be doing unexpected things. Because I've had meltdowns when something is thrown at me unexpectedly, and then people don't understand why I have a meltdown because I told people, I tell everybody this. Don't tell me something last minute because you know I don't like change. I literally tell you, and then you say, "Oh, why are you freaking out, Moran?" Like, it's not a big deal. It actually really is a big deal for me and most people that are like me, very similar. You said it's wow. It's not. I don't know how. Like I said, you are absolutely amazing. Now I make you see. Now you're even more amazing than I thought because I don't know how you do this every single day. Like what? Like what? Like I can't imagine someone telling me they do this every single day and like come home and then go back and do that again. Absolutely amazing because I could not do that. I don't know how, I could see why you're stressed now. That makes most sense why you can be stressed. I can understand that now. That sounds insane to me. My brain's like overwhelmed even thinking about all the stuff you have to do. And it's not even my job. Goodness. That's amazing though. You said with great difficulty sometimes. Oh wow. That tells me that you must love it. If you because you can't see yourself doing anything else. That tells me that you love it because typically when you say you can't see yourself doing something else, that means you actually do love what you're doing. Which is great, because like not many people love what they do. Not actually. I don't think I know. I don't think I know anyone who actually loves their job. Most people tolerate it. I did love my job, and that's a rare thing. Cause I know why I loved it. It wasn't even the violent part of it wasn't what I didn't. Of course, I didn't love that part, but I liked the part about. I loved the part where I got to see kids like make progress. This is my favorite part because I know what it was like to be like those kids. I was one of them one day. I mean, sorry, I was one of them back in the day. Like, but of course, I just think it's really cool to get to see the other side, being on the side where I'm the adult now, and they're of course they're children. But the point is to see like how much I've accomplished for myself, and then getting to see how much they accomplished because I get to see how much I've accomplished because I'm on the other side. I was an adult, but then I get to see the progress they make, and I just miss those kids, man. I miss all of the kids I worked with. But it's crazy. All of them should be like some of them should be in middle school. Actually, no, all of them should be middle school or high school. That's freaking crazy, and some should be in college. Which is insane in my brain because I'm thinking, my gosh, that's amazing. Because, like, it tells me life goes on. You said in IT, most people that work in the field, enjoy solving problems and helping people. I love helping people. That's not the problem. It just sounds. I don't even. It's not that I even don't. I don't like helping people around. It just sounds like it's a fast-paced thing. And if you make a mistake, you just. That's why. That's the reason why I wouldn't be able to do what. And I also don't like unexpected changes. But I don't deal well with. I don't deal well with unexpected changes. But I also don't deal well with. I feel like people. I feel like in that job, the IT job particularly, there. If you mess up, you like it can screw up something major. That's why I could not do it. That's why I could never, ever, ever do it. Never, ever. Because I don't want. Because if you screw something up, I feel like it's like a mistake that you can't really recover from in that particular thing. I'm just. That's just a thought Mariah has, but it might be a stupid thought. Honestly, it might be a dumb thought to say, but it's literally a thought I have. It's a thought Mariah has. So, like no. Because it's something in the computer, like it's like when you mess up a code, even though I only know basic coding. Well, I don't remember it. It's been a long time since I did that. I knew some of it in high school. Don't do it because it was that interesting. It was okay. And we didn't really learn too much because the teacher did not teach it good. It was like a club I think I was in or something. But she didn't teach it. Yeah, she didn't really teach it good. Uh, Cause she was doing too much. That's why what was happening. Like she wasn't. I don't know. She kind of kept getting preoccupied and it was messing. Like it's interesting though. I will say coding is interesting though, but I don't. You said you that. That's actually why you tend to put it more hours than you're paid for. You obviously must really. Honestly, if you put in more hours than you're paid for, that must mean you really, really love it. See, but you understand me. See, you get it. You understand how I feel right there, right there. You said you have to make sure 100. You have to make 100% sure that no matter what goes wrong. See, I can't do that. I can't do it. That's why that nothing. There's nothing that can be. Yeah, I can and can't do that because I know myself how I am personally. I think we're similar in that regard where we go over above and beyond. Is that the right word? I think it's the right statement. I tend to when I make a problem, I have to fix it. Like it's like a whole. I don't care how long I have to spend on. I have to fix it. That's like I don't like. I don't like leaving. That's the one thing I hate. Leaving a problem that I have unsolved. I don't like it. I don't even. And it's not. I'm not talking about like a video game. I'm talking about like an actual problem. Video games are video games. I can understand there's problems with them, but whatever. I'm talking about actual and I know it's because of my anxiety. I can't. It's probably it's just part of. I think it's part of my anxiety plus myself, who I am. I just don't like leaving. I've never liked leaving things undone. I've never liked doing that my whole life. So, but I'm also not a procrastinator. So that probably comes with the territory of not being a procrastinator. I need to get things solved. It's gonna make me have more time eating up things. I think that's what it is. You said that's why you think your anxiety makes it a lot more thorough than it would be. Honestly, anxiety is good and bad. I know it sounds people are like, what the hell you mean you're good? It's good. It's good only because if it help, like for example, well, of course my anxiety being crippling is not good, but I would say it does. I already have strengths that are really good strengths, honestly. My work ethic, procrastination that I don't do. But my anxiety, particularly when it's full blown, it's not good. But when it's where it's manageable, um, and it's helping me like, rah, we need to fix this. That's more like it more pinpoints what I need to do. That is why it's good. That's the only reason, not because anxiety in itself is good, because it can cause panic attacks, so that's not good. Let's be honest, 95% is like bad. Let's be honest. For at least personally for myself, I can't talk for Nick. I can talk for myself, and like 5% is good. That's all day. You said you get the smallest thank yous, but nothing feels better than actually fixing the internet. That's interesting. That is when you say you fix the internet. Do you literally mean like when you say you fix the internet, do you mean like when the internet goes like down and stuff kind of thing, or do you mean something else? Don't judge me. I know you realize it sounds stupid. What do you mean, like when web pages go down? Is that what you mean? Like, my brain actually thinks both. Don't judge me. Oh, you mean at the workplace? My brain did not get that. Sorry, I just read that wrong. Oh, so you mean at your workplace? Does that mean when your web pages and stuff goes down, you do something to make it get like become live again or something? They when the page says like we can't get to you yet or whatever. Is that what you mean? That's just a. I don't know if that's right or not. I literally got nothing. That's what I got. I don't know. I just. That's just a thought. Also, that's what I thought, but then no, but that's what I thought, but then I was like, I thought that's literally what I thought when you said it, Matt. But I thought maybe I was wrong, so I didn't say it. This is why I need to go with my gut. Mariah's gut is typically right, not always. I thought that immediately. It's like when you can't get. I was thinking like when you can't get like Facebook and everything else up, is that what you do? Like, dude, that you're epic. Like, what? Wait a second. That is brilliant. I'm sorry. Your job is awesome. I'm sorry. I just got happy for a second. You are freaking amazing, Matt. Sorry, I just have to say that because that's crazy. I did not know. I did not realize. I know that sounds stupid, but I really didn't realize when you said you work for the internet. I thought that, but then I was like, maybe I'm wrong in my brain. I literally thought that, dude, that's epic. What the? I kind of love that. I'm sorry. That is awesome. But actually at the same time, it's kind of sucks at the same. It's awesome and kind of sucks at the same time because I feel like for that job, it relies a lot. I feel so bad though, because so when I be getting mad at my computer, I be mad. Oops, I feel bad now because sometimes I be getting mad I can't get to a site. And now I feel bad. I didn't know that's what you did. Oh shoot. I'm so sorry, I promise. I am so sorry. But I was also very thankful when you fix that. It's freaking amazing though. That is absolutely amazing. How what the what? And now you just blew my mind. I didn't realize that was what was happening. I did not realize that. That's absolutely insane. So what the heck is your job then? Since you do that, what is it? What's your actual job title called? Okay, so what didn't... Hold on. Ugh. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so sorry. I promise I'm so sorry, Matt. I promise. I'm so sorry. I'm not meaning to get mad. I don't mean to get mad, but my brain... No, but seriously, be going... But it's not even Facebook or whatever. Sorry that happened. For some reason the thing like buffered, but like I said, I didn't know that. I didn't realize. I thought the site was when the site goes down or whatever, the internet doesn't connect or something. Well, not internet. This pages don't connect. I just thought it was the stupid site's problem. I didn't know that someone actually. I feel horrible. I didn't know someone actually works behind things on that mess. I swear, I feel bad now. I'm so sorry. I did not know that. I swear, I just thought it was like the something with the shoot. I don't know. I just thought it was something with the like the actual companies thing. I didn't know that an actual. I know people are like, Mariah, that's stupid, but that wasn't what I was doing. That's not. I feel like me and Mitch are like left out of the conversation, but I know you're not intending to do that. You guys are just so smart with this stuff or whatever. This stuff you guys are talking about, you feel so smart and like, I feel like I need to dumb down my brain. That is literally how it feels. Yeah. I think we'll just go to 2 hours. We're almost there anyways. We got like 7 more minutes. Well, 7 more minutes. But yeah. You guys are awesome though, dude. I swear. Matt's job is absolutely insane. It's actually more. I feel like it's more. It's actually insane sounding. Not bad. Insane, like as in that's kind of crazy. I did not know. I swear I feel stupid. And then the next job is I can't do that. I'm sorry, I can't do neither one of your jobs. You guys are awesome, but I can't be doing that. So Mariah has really bad anxiety, and that's gonna make it like I'll probably have a mental breakdown. I'm gonna do Matt's job. Definitely had a mental breakdown. I've had to do the next job. I can't do neither one of your jobs. I can't. I have to find a job that's more like not gonna give me an anxiety attack or panic attack, which I've had before. They both suck, by the way, but it's a thing. Hmm. I feel like when they're talking in that little you guys technical jargon, I mean like, okay, Mariah, I'm reading this up, but Mariah's brain's not computing it, so yeah, we're just gonna have to go past that. I'm not even trying to be, like when Nick says what stuff he's saying, I'm like, okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, so yeah, no. No. What my I don't have one here. Bring me up. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I could not, Steve said. Can't do either one of your jobs. I can't be doing any of that because that sounds insane. Oh, that's what he was talking about earlier. When he said that, now I see what you mean. Thank you, Nick. I forgot about that part because I forgot that when he said that he got locked out, I thought he meant out. When he said he got locked out, I thought he meant out of his house. I'm not gonna even lie. I didn't know he was talking about the computer. Okay, I thought that, but don't be judging me. Back to what I was saying, because he said I locked myself out. I wasn't sure if he was talking about the computer. I thought he was talking about a single computer. I didn't think he was talking about like the the freaking the whole thing, the whole system. I didn't know that's what he meant. Don't judge me because I know someone is over there saying, "Ma, that's funny as hell." But I'm not. I mean, I'm literally not trying to be funny. I'm just trying to be Mariah. That's all I'm doing. But that's insane. See, I can't do the like I said, can't do neither one of your jobs. So I have a mental breakdown on the job. I'll probably have to go to the psych ward or something. I'm not even kidding. Cause that's terrifying. Like you guys are both, like I said, both brilliant. Like I said, I know. Wait, do you still play your what? Your retro? You call them retro games, even though they're technically not retro games. They're just games back when you probably were a kid or something, or maybe a little bit, maybe before you were born. But I wouldn't call them retro games. They're just called gaming. That's just called gaming. I love gaming too, so yeah. I just don't do it on the computer anymore. I used to, but not anymore. Yeah, because I remember this one. I can't remember what computer it is. It's either the laptop over there or it's the one that we used to have when we were the computer we had when we were kids. Used to have so many games. I used to download like all these games. Yeah, I don't do that anymore because that'd be taking up the whole computer, and I don't got time for that with what the content I have to do. So I don't got time for that. It's easier to play on my phone because yes. Wait, are you really building up? Wait, why do you call it retro? That's a question. That's a question. Is it because it's supposed to be like, I don't like the word retro because it makes it sound like things are old. I don't like it. And if it's like, I don't think that's, but I don't think, but I know retro is supposed to be a cool word, but I don't quite understand why they call it retro. Because for some reason when I hear the word retro, I think of like disco. Don't freaking judge me. I know someone's gonna say, "Bro, what does that have to do with retro?" It has nothing to do with it. It technically doesn't have to do with retro. I don't. Yeah, good idea. Good question, Matt. Because I don't know what's in it. I'm gonna assume it's like. Actually, I don't even want to assume because I don't know if it's right. Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, can you wait? We're not old. Don't call me that. No, I'm not old at all. I'm not old. I don't know what you're talking about. You must have skipped over Mariah because Mariah's not old. I'm not freaking old. I'm not. I refuse to accept that because I'm not old. I'm not that. You said, I think it's just the term we use because, yeah, it doesn't make me feel less old saying that, but we're also not old, Nick. You better not stop saying that, mess. Stop saying that. We're not old. We're just in our 30s. That's not old. We're not old, I said. I can't. I don't like the word old because it makes me feel a certain way. I don't like it. No, 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 no. We're just in our 30s. That's all. That's it. That's it. That's it. I like vintage. That's actually like that one better. Vintage sounds nice. Don't judge me. I like elegant word. This one's better than. I like vintage better than I mean, better than retro for some reason. And don't judge me over there. Wait a second. That's. You're making me mad, Nick. We're not freaking old. Stop saying that, bull. We're not old. We're not. That is. We're not old. I said because I refuse to accept it. We're not. Like that's not. That is not old. Well, 98 is an older version. My goodness, I was only 6 years old. Man, that makes me feel young when I say that. I'm not old, I said. I refuse to accept that word because I'm not that. But it's true, we're not old. They can't help. I'm sorry, but I refuse to say. Oh well, I guess technically in computer years it's old because it's almost 30. Yeah, it's almost 30 years. For a second I thought I was wrong. Yeah, it's almost 30 years old. But that means no. But that makes us freaking hell not old. Nope. Then that makes us old because we're older than the damn. No, we're not. I say we're not old. You hear me? This is all your fault. This is all your fault, Nick. You had to say that. Now I'm making me equated to human years because you just said that. Right? Ignore your brain. No. But but te- but technically we're older than the computer, so technically. Never mind. We're technically older than the computer system, so technically aren't we old then? Oh, but we're not old. Honestly, I liked when Windows was simpler. Honestly, I liked when I ain't gonna lie. They're doing too much with this update every darn few. I freaking hate that. Update every few man, cause back in the freaking day we didn't. Now this is all your fault. Now you made me sound old. Ugh. Back when I was young, there we go. It sounds better. Back when I was young, you didn't have to do all these stinking updates. It's annoying. Like I be having to update my computer enough. It's annoying. It's starting to get on my actual nerves. Like, but also one thing I did like is the one thing I liked is when you didn't have to have a stupid subscription for Microsoft. Because that was great back then. Stupid service where you have to have a subscription every darn year for Microsoft. I literally hate this because I remember when I was a kid and when I was growing up, Microsoft didn't have to have you didn't have to have a subscription. Wait, oh wow, what's a Blaster One sound? What is that? No, seriously, what is that? I really don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. But that's before I was born, so I wouldn't probably know what that is. So you gotta explain to me what that is. Actually, it's 100% before I was born because I was not born yet. I never heard of that before. That's a new thing to me. That's crazy that only 2 years makes a difference like that. But it does. Crazy. It's an electronic card. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I ever. Oh, that is interesting. I kind of like that actually. It says electronic card, which allows old computers to. That actually is interesting. I'm sorry, that's very interesting. I didn't know they even had stuff like that. Stop judging me, please. Bro, I just technically. That's actually wait. Did they stop making those? I don't remember that when I was a kid. I don't remember any of this. I don't remember that. Like, is that just, wait a second. Mildred, did they have that here in the U.S.? I don't know if I swear I don't know if I don't know if that's just a South African thing or is that a worldwide thing. Don't judge me. I promise I ain't. I don't know because I wasn't born yet. So, like I said, I was born in '92, so I wouldn't know anything about. I don't know anything about before then. So, and people are like, "Nah, that's insane," but I really don't know anything about before then. I don't got nothing. I don't got any idea. At least we didn't have any trolls today, because I was not gonna be happy if we had some today. Technically, new computers still have sound cards, but most are integrated into the computer, so you don't have much choice of what mode or dude, you are like I was gonna say you're like a I was gonna say like you're like an IT genius or something. That's what I was gonna say. But I'm probably making your head too big by keep complimenting you so much. So maybe I should stop. I'm making your head too big by complimenting you so much. Let me stop it. I'm gonna stop doing that. Oh, you did? See, like I said, that's why I asked. I didn't know. I didn't know if it was just. Yeah, I didn't know if it was a worldwide thing. I didn't know anything. You said back then there were many different options, each with their own unique sound, and that sounds interesting. Honestly, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I like the world. I didn't know the world before was digital, sorry, not digital. I guess I kind of did kind of know it when it was definitely not as digital as it was. I did know it, but I kind of wish we didn't have digital stuff like this. I know that sounds weird or whatever, but I'm being honest because I just don't like how digital the world has become. It's so everything is like all like digital. It's actually getting on my nerves. Like things that I had in paper form is now you can't get it in paper form. It has to go digital. It's starting to get on my last nerves actually. Because I feel like people once things have become digital, we become lazy, and I don't want to be. I don't like that. Yeah. Okay. Anyone have any questions? 'Cause I think I'm gonna go. It's like I've been on here for over 2 hours. Mara's tired now. Well, I technically was tired before, but I was interested in what you guys were talking about, so I would hear. You said it was very digital, but see, I didn't know that part, but it's fine. I don't honestly it being digital but offline is better than being digital. I'm sorry, everything needs to no. She could go back. I kind of wish she could go back to where it was when I was a kid, where stuff was digital some and some of it was on paper. I wish I like that. I'm gonna lie, I like that concept the most. Like my sister was asking me, like I said, if I get some books, I'm getting the hard copy version. I'm getting the copy version. I mean the version that's not on like any device. I'd rather read it that way than I'd rather read it that way because I like the physical copy. I don't want the darn thing that's always on the internet. It means my eyes have to keep being on the screen. It's actually annoying. You said it's the internet that is unfortunate. It's good and bad about the internet. Honestly, I just wish like I'm sorry. I just like certain things certain ways. It's just how my brain is. I'm never gonna change it. I don't care. Like I am who I am. See those who are coming to my Wednesday stream on Wednesday, and then see people who come on my what's I gonna say on my Saturday stream on Saturday. And Mariah is tired, and whoever comes to my Monday stream, see you next Monday. Thank you all three of you for being here and making the I like watching the dialogue between all of you guys. It's like awesome to watch because it shows not you're just interacting with me, but you're interacting with each other, and that's what I always wanted this community to be also. Thanks for making this stream pretty good, even though at the start it's kind of a little bit of a rant. Love you guys. See you later. Bye, and thanks for watching.